there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War 3 with this Russian campaign. Last time around we had the second Battle of Milan, in which we defended it against the French attack. Today I'm not sure what we are looking at. Hopefully we'll be able to rendezvous with more of the Russian armies now that we figured out that we can't actually declare war on the Ottomans. So we'll bring in all our troops, try to set up here. Goal still, I think, to take Switzerland. And then possibility is to, then we need to just in some ways strengthen our own position and weaken Napoleon's position. Currently, I still think that we cannot try and slug our way through the main sort of corridor of battle that would be here towards Paris. So we'll strike at the underbelly, which is Italy, and then possibly the southern coast, and then also possibly against the Spanish. I don't know what the Spanish have. It could be that they're just tons and tons of full stacks kind of bottled up in here, not going anywhere, and as I move closer I'll just release this like an evil spirit of conquistadors just going through and attacking us. I also have, I was trying to be kind of within sort of a roleplay thing with not burning Milan to get the cash, but I'm thinking of kind of like, what if I went down through Italy and I took over these small states, possibly created them as vassals or held them to increase my revenue? Could that be a thing to... it would be nice to like possess French holdings like this, just take that, or just to, you know, remove something from the French. Also at some point, the idea about the trade navy there, now I have it in the completely opposite direction, but moving my trade navy over to... I'd probably delete it. It'd probably go quicker to delete this one and build a new one up here in the Baltics, and then move it over to the cotton from Savannah, because we'd gain a bit more. I'm not sure. I think we looked at this last episode. Cotton is at 43, while then it's almost, we would almost double the income then instead of for cotton. Just make sure that it's open, so make sure that the British don't have a ship there. So maybe recruit the smallest ship I can from one of these ports. So say a Russian sloop, that's cheap. Upkeep 100. And then recruitment costs 200, so that's pretty cheap. Send one of them out. Just make sure there's no one else there. So there are possibilities, but the first possibility, or the first thing to actually be able to move, is to neutralize the French in this area and make sure that it's safe to move. Also, it would be really nice if I could get a hold of an area where we actually have good replenishment rate, which we don't have. We would possibly burn this down and instead build a supply depot, and then I think upgrade roads helps, but it's quite expensive to upgrade road. 2,000 is quite a lot to invest in a province that far away from Russia. But we have some ideas that we're toying with. But let's first combine our armies and see if we can't rout the French here. There are a lot of full stacks. We got one over here, one over there, and one over there. And then I think we had... There's scattered units. So I would say 4 full stacks of French in this area. So, would be nice to get rid of all of them. With that said, let's go ahead and end turn and see what the enemy comes up with. The French are... They managed to... I didn't think the AI would be that aggressive. They gathered the troops around here, and they've sent 2 full stacks to attack Milan for the 3rd Battle of Milan. Now, they are demanding our surrender. We're definitely not going to surrender the city. I don't know what happens if I do. Does that mean my armies get to leave? Or does it just end in no battle? I mean, if I go ahead and cancel this and not agree to it, they might lay siege to the town, which would enable me to bring up my full stack, possibly, to come in and aid. I just moved. I also, because the college there was burnt down, I moved the intellectual that I had in there, and I moved him up here, and we've spotted another French full stack up there. So that's not great. Let's go ahead and not surrender, okay? Kutuzov is not about to surrender his armies. After how many successful battles has he had so far? 3 at this point? So we're not going to... Okay, then they are going to attack. And they're going to attack... Looks like they're twins. The generals both look the same, and they have similar armies in numbers, which is about what? They have a little over 5,000 men against our 2,800, so they have twice the numbers than us. We, though, are able to defend, and I think at this point, because we've held the town for so long, we should be able to dig in and set up defensive positions. I see that they lack heavy cavalry, like real heavy cavalry. They do have some dragoons. They also lack heavy artillery. 8-pounder is the highest, but there's a lot of 6-pounders. Also, in terms of infantry, it's a lot of conscripts. So even though they have twice the numbers, the units aren't that good. Still, they outnumber us 2-1. With that analysis, let's go ahead and fight this battle, shall we? And here is our chosen ground, where we will stand our ground against this French onslaught. Even though a lot of their units are conscripts and stuff, and low tier units, and then I point to one of the few guard units they bring, but a lot of it is conscripts. They do have twice the numbers. My plan, anyways, is gonna hold. It's gonna be anchored really around these 2 cannon units firing canister at the enemy. Then I've got kind of the larger infantry units, and some of these, I believe, are also grenadiers in the center to be sent to wherever needed. We've got some of the more broken units from last battle anchoring the left, together with 2 units of cavalry. And then on this side, I'm hoping to take control, or at least this house, maybe this, by sending out the local militia regiments. It's also kind of to drag the enemy's cavalry into the fire of my other infantry units, so that the cavalry will not try to charge, say, my Jaeger units, instead charge these, while my Jaeger units shoot them down. With that said, let's move this guy a little bit. I think he's kind of stuck. He's a little bit close to that house. Okay, so I barely fit this guy here, actually. Okay, I shouldn't move them at all, because now I can't move him back. Right. I want you... There. Okay, that is your place then. I could form him... You know what? Am I gonna move? Yeah, you know what? It's always better to have the possibility of moving them. The risk of these guys getting destroyed by counter-artillery fire is rather low. Oh, this kind of messes that part up. Maybe I should move them into... Oh, that messes it up even further. Let's see if I cannot... We need a better position, like that maybe. Just so the cart is not right on the cannon. I could tear down the houses if necessary. Right, let's go ahead and start. We're gonna have these charge out first, and then we're gonna follow up with the Jaeger units. Moving into a position like that. And then the cavalry will move out into the open. The general will follow afterwards. Only so... Why is not the entire unit moving up of the militia? Only like a handful of them is moving into position. And then let's move some units up to a position where they can more easily defend the cannons. Enemy cavalry is moving in. Didn't I order the Jaeger units to run? I don't think... Ooh. It's gonna be too tight. Form squares to protect. Okay, they didn't actually get into the house, did they? Oh, they did. Okay, form square. This is not going too well. Right, where's the... Well, didn't I send you out?
We've taken a building, sir.
So, the Jaegers were able to form square, though. I'm sending in my cavalry to swipe in on those guys. I head on charge against our troops over here. It's not gonna go well. We need to deploy our cavalry on this side as well. There's lots of units moving over there. Switch to canister, and you should also switch to canister. You should hold fire and probably actually see if you can move like that and flank fire the unit. Let's see if I can get the heavy cavalry in there. Most of the enemy cavalry is now sent away. However, I want to completely break them, and especially all the infantry that's moving over here. Same with the infantry that's moving over here. How's it going? Are they... Right, move quickly. Where's my cavalry? Go for the infantry.
Now they must break.
Nice canister shots into that mess, destroying a lot of units. Oh, my unit there. I thought it would hold. Clearly it didn't. I'm not gonna get my cavalry stuck head on into these. We're losing quite a bit of men, and they broke the unit over there. Alright, you need to fill the gap. I also noticed that these guys are losing a lot of manpower. They're coming again over here. My cavalry units, it's kind of messy here. The units, the houses can take a lot of beating, so I don't have to be too worried about the units that I put in there. However, I do wish more of this unit actually went inside the house. I need to figure out... Where's my cavalry? Okay, so the heavy cavalry is stuck here on a square. I don't know how they ended up there. The French did actually have superior numbers, and if they'd stayed shooting in that region, this unit might very well break, so I'm gonna move that into square. Even though I know there's a bayonet attack coming on. Pretty sure we can break them though. We need to get off that square. Oh, they have rallied. Back into action. Drop the square. At the same time, what's going on over here? They're attacking the squares again. I'm gonna send the militia up.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Okay, so both enemy generals have managed to die. That's good. That's good news. Are you firing? You should be firing canister, not round shot. Move at great haste. Okay, they're still in square. Fight these guys again. I want to retire these units. However, I don't really have the possibility right now. They're gonna have to hold. We're gonna push that one in, even though I leave this cannon a bit vulnerable. It's fine on this side for now. Now you should get in. There's lots of cavalry on that side, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Get canister going. Once I break the enemy cavalry here... Oh, they dropped the square. The Cossacks will do their charge. And before they're able to form into line, or at least respond by firing on the Cossacks, we charge in, break the unit, and I'll follow up. I'm actually chasing the second unit as well. And then the heavy cavalry unit can move towards here. I think I moved this one way too far, as it looks right now. This unit's not really firing at an optimal angle against that enemy unit there. Let's reposition them. Yeah, there's no way. These squares have taken quite a beating, and I imagine it's a lot of friendly fire because they've been in squares kind of shooting into each other there, which isn't great. Hold and fire a round shot. Try to break that house. Maybe you can fire at the guard unit. Oh, the Cossacks are all the way over there. We have a unit of Chasseur Cheval moving in. So you will hold the square for now. You know what? Why you have a perfect angle to fire? Fire canister that way. And see if you can't break that, because they've taken quite a lot out of these veteran musketeers. I also noticed that this house is about to get destroyed. My cavalry is holding on pretty good over there, though. They might need some more aid. I should do this, actually. Then they would move in. They're pushing in a lot of cannon fire on that house. Luckily, though, it's not a useful unit in there. Ah, nice. The canister broke them. Cossacks go after that one. My guards swing around through the forest and attack that infantry unit. And canister fired this way. Can I get everything there? Right, drop square. Form into line with the rest. Cossacks broke the conscript. You should go for the cannon out there, and this regiment's actually firing on heavy cavalry, so hide in the forest for now. What I should do is I should move these to better come in line with the cannon, but still hang within kind of this tree line, because if...
Our men are running, sir.
Oh, it's a conscript. Yeah, the house is at 50, so they would have lost a lot of men during that. Oh, you moved out of the house to attack the cannons? Oh. I did tell them to fire at the cannons, but I was hoping they would just move within the house, so they would be able to target the cannon. I'm gonna move... I just noticed now that the map wasn't brought up. I usually forget to reset stuff when I... do the sort of after game or after you know, the end screen. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't I told you to... You saw very clearly that I set them up like that and it was fine. Oh damn. I thought the... Didn't I keep forgetting. I keep messing up. We're holding on now. And the battle is going my way, I'd say. Switch to round shot, and you can shoot up the side of that guy and destroy him. This side is very broken down. conscripts did get these guys. Good. Is this what's left then? Cannons. I do see conscript units moving in here. Damn, there's basically another battle gonna come down. Go down. Let's reorganize the units over here. With the conscripts. Let's try to get some order on this. Push this one in. That's gonna be necessary. My mouse is acting up. Okay, we brought the enemy down there, but it didn't go super well. Right. Infantry, let's advance and make a single front now against the enemy that is coming from over there. We'll march out and meet them. Send in the generals. Focus the troops. Seemingly the houses work pretty well, so I'd say it might be good to send some of the light units in there instead. Like this one. We'll go in there. Still have plenty of troops. No unit has actually broken and retreated completely from the field of battle. My cannon still has their carriages. So it should be fine as we reorganize here for either if I need to come to them, which might be the case. Looks like they're organizing in the woods. These guys have forgotten their cannon and are marching without it. Could be that the French are coming to attack us before we are ready. Or at least before I've set up my cannons. Horse-drawn cannons should be able to move into action pretty quickly. I was just gonna think about moving the horse-drawn carriage over here to set up cannons there, but I think we keep it on this side then, because their shots are landing in the hill. So let's get that cannon right about there. And then I can kind of cover this bit as they come over the hill there. Because it kind of looks like that's where they're going. And then this cannon... I don't think we'll get too far with this, so we'll just set it up here. And then we can fire a round shot towards the hill. So canister there. Let's reorganize the troops a little bit. And then cavalry behind the hill. Gets this big unit in there. Still has a lot of troops. Let's not actually send anyone into the house just yet. Set it like that. Can have the general sitting behind the house instead. Go ahead and deploy, and we'll have you on canister already, expecting the enemy to come over the hill so we can canister them. The partisans... You know what, we might as well send them into the house. Okay, I guess this house is bugged or something. They simply don't want to go in it. Join the rest of the line then. And hold this area. French are firing, but at kind of long range. We have a single voltigeer unit moving in, which is about to get canistered. It's kind of a dip there in the ground where the road is. Voltigeurs are running straight into my veteran musketeers. Damn, they did a number on that unit before I was able to get my charge off. Okay, they're not sending... I thought they were gonna... They looked like they were marching that way. Now they looks like they're marching this way. Oh, no, 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 no. You're not firing. I saw how they turned the cannons to fire straight into this. You are firing towards that way. That Voltigeur unit will ride that down with the cavalry. And then this bit will swing in towards here as these hold the line. Right now they're concentrating their troops right over there. I forgot to set you up, that's great. And as they're getting charged, I will already start to turn these along that way. Looks like the enemy doesn't get close enough for canisters, so we'll switch to round shot. Why aren't you firing? Are they trying to move around? Hussars will move around to distract them, while the heavy cavalry will move straight on. Ooh, that was a nasty shot into my cavalry.
Sir, our general is under attack.
Lots of Voltigeurs moving around here. Heavy cavalry moving in from the front. Hussars to pin them from the side. And we'll break the enemy with frontal fire over here, while the cavalry will come in from the flank. Rally the troops and... Damn! It is those bloody light infantry units of the Voltigeurs. One of my cavalry units managed to get over here. We'll have to send it a long way around to get back. Haven't we broken that bastard yet? Kinda need my cavalry.
Our men are running.
Why are they breaking? That's a conscript unit. Our attack isn't gonna hold if this side falls apart. We're gonna have to pull back here. Damn, my mouse, what are you doing now? Doesn't want to play with me. Hold. Yeah, no, fire canister. Same with you as we pull these guys back now.
Our men are running, sir.
We're pulling back, unfortunately. There's just too many enemies, and there's too much, really. All over the place. So, my heavy cavalry unit over there succeeded. Cossacks are routed, and the Hussars are nowhere to be seen, so it's only the heavy cavalry. This heavy cavalry unit is being chased by 3 units of French infantry. Okay, so right now there's too much focus on the center, with a large part of my army not in... Come on! Perfect that my mouse is starting to act up. Why aren't you firing? And why aren't you firing? So I managed to get 2... I managed to actually get all 3 units away there. But they're in a very broken state, and the center is not doing great either. Rally the troops. My cavalry needs to come back so I can... Come on, fire! I'm gonna need you to fire now! Start killing them. Now we're pushing in a lot of fire on that guy, and the canister is breaking them over there. Heavy cavalry is coming in. Let's see if we can't sandwich that bastard. Continue to fire canister that way. My heavy cavalry unit. We're about to get attacked from the back over there. That's not great. Heavy cavalry units coming in. Attacking. That's good. These guys moving in. Looks like we're breaking it over there. These troops need to be repositioned really quick because those guys are gonna tear us up. Right through all of that. And then these three will move on that conscript unit, followed by the general in support. Hold your fire. How have I not broken this unit yet? Once that canister shot goes into the flank, they will break. No doubt about it. Seem to have trouble actually firing their guns. My heavy cavalry rode through all of that and should get those two cannons, while these three infantry units should fight. You know what? If I do this then, because my mouse is being so difficult. Come on. What if I target them directly? No, that's the issue that I'm having. That they're not firing when I'm directly targeting. Or will they? No, of course. But we've got bigger fish to fry. I'm supposed to fire this way now into that unit. Once the cavalry is done, he's actually needed over here. Okay, you bastards.
Our men are running for.
I'll blame my mouse for the loss of life over here. We broke them. It's a lot riding on that one cavalry unit now. And the other one's over here, getting hit by cannon shot. Move into the side, and then we're gonna have you ride on these. Are you firing? Yes, you are. I don't know how well aimed those shots are. I'm gonna pull this line further back. And then these will be moved more towards the flank. Heavy cavalry will attack over there. I did break them, but so all the units in that area broke. The margins here for victory are so slim. I'm gonna send the general to support that charge. They're tired. It's not going too well. Good canister shot.
Our men are running for.
No, not the cavalry unit. Now the general is in dire need of retreating. Okay, we need to break them here. Shooting at them is not gonna work. In the long run, we're going to die. The heavy cavalry will lead it, and then the rest of the infantry will follow. And I'm gonna need you to hold fire while we move into a charge. Heavy cavalry just broke the voltigeurs. Let's continue through. We'll send in the generals to support. Second unit has been broken. Let's go for this one. Fire canister that way. Break them. Wow, this battle was very messy. And clearly what I've even though because I was outnumbered, I didn't feel like I would charge, or I should charge. I probably should have charged more. But then again, a lot of what stopped the charges early on was the fact that the enemy had a lot more cavalry than I had. Okay, so that unit is broken. Looks like I will be able to pull off a victory here, but reinforcements are sorely needed at this point. The replenishment rate in this area is awful. Switch around shot, continue the... really what saved me is the heavy cavalry. They might not get the highest kills of this battle, but they're definitely the unit that really saved me. So we have a small unit of enemy infantry over there. We're going to charge them before they're able to reorganize. I'm going to send the generals for support, while my heavy cavalry goes for this cannon deep within the forest. Not really the time to stop and think about what you're doing right in front of a bloody cannon. If they get a shot off and you get broken down because of it, I'm gonna have to charge in the generals here. Right, they broke. Charging through the open there is probably not gonna work. We're gonna hide behind the stone wall while the generals move around to charge in the flank. Heavy cavalry. Oh, there's another bloody... Oh, no, that was the unit. I thought this was the unit that was shooting at us. The margin of error of this battle, or not the margin of error, I should say, the margin of victory in this battle, because you could definitely, if you took your time, play this battle a lot better. Here we go. Kutuzov leading the charge. Here is about to stab that guy, I think. There's one Frenchman holding back the entire bodyguard. Oh, there's his heavy cavalry guard of Kutuzov broke the man. Damn, what a bloody battle, and absolute destructive to my force. If another force attacks, then Kutuzov armor, it will be smashed. There's no doubt about it. But there we go, the third Battle of Milan. The Russian forces are definitely on the brink of destruction. Here's the result of the battle. The enemy deployed a force of 5,600 men, almost 700 men. So 5,700 men against our 2,800. The enemy lost more or less all of it. Still, though, actually leaves 1,500 left. 4,000 men of the enemy died out of 5,000. Leaves about 1,500. Our force loses, out of our 2,800, only 900 men remain, and we lose almost 2,000 men in the battle. I notice here we killed quite a lot of our own, about 200 men of our own, which probably could have been dealt with better. It's the cuirassiers, I believe, that are the highest killer, followed by the 12-pounder cannon. Or is this one? I think both of these are... it's cavalry units and artillery in the top. I believe these are the Cossack. And then These two are the heavy cavalry units, and this is the hussars. And so then on infantry, it's the Moscow musketeers that do the best. In the bottom, we have the generals, no surprise. We have some of the Jaeger units, and local partisan, and one musketeer unit. The Jaegers didn't do well, but then again, I thought I would be able to move them in line and start shooting before the enemy cavalry got in. The danger here is it's still the enemy's turn. They could still attack here, and I've only got 900 men to defend Milan. Kutuzov won't die, but his fellow general might very well die, and that would not be great, would it? Luckily for us, I wasn't actually attacked, which is great. The Batavian Republic was destroyed by a Prussian attack. Prussia, of course, being... Oh, they are at war with just everyone but France, apparently. We need to get them to join the attack on France. It's good, though, that they were able to take out one of Napoleon's allies. We're gonna have to evacuate this town immediately. There's no point in risking holding on to this. I've got support units coming in. What we'll do is we'll meet with this army. He'll make it here. And we'll make sure that we will stand with him, so we'll abandon town. It will still actually not... It will not rebel against us, which is great. However, it will immediately be captured by the enemy if they want to go for it. I'll think on it until next episode whether what we want to do here, because seemingly there's so many French units coming this way, kind of coming down through here, attacking us. So I don't know if we want to stay here for too long. The idea was to cut at their underbelly, not to be the front line. Also need to find supplies and so on. But yeah, unfortunately the battle was quite messy and we lost a lot of troops. I still pulled off a victory. I guess I'll blame it on the fact that I've done too much overtime recently. So we'll just the fatigue of the general was the case here. But yeah, still a pretty good and exciting battle. And as always, I'll say this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.
general is under attack. Our men are running, sir.